Do you want to know how you potentially can earn up to $90 per test you do on PlaybookUX? Then this video is for you. My name is Michael and I love testing different ways to make money online, and recently I came across this website here and I decided to take a closer look, and in this PlaybookUX review I'll share all the details, both the pros and the cons, so you can decide for yourself whether this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's start by going over who can join. And PlaybookUX, as far as I can see, you can sign up more or less from all countries, but how it is, of course, with all user tests like that, then how many opportunities you will get will definitely vary depending on the country you live in, and sometimes there's also certain requirements for the test and things like this. But that also means that you can potentially sign up, but just some countries do not really expect to get many tests here. But we'll talk more about the overall earning potential a little bit later. For now, let's dive deeper into how you would potentially earn if you decide to join here. So PlaybookUX is a user testing platform, so that means that you need to follow instructions for each test, of course. So that means that you, for example, need to do something on a website or so, and you record your screen there, you speak out loud, so you say okay, now I'm doing this and this and this, and they use that for feedback to improve. It can be website services, whatever it is. They get this as feedback, and that's why they are willing to pay you for this, because it helps them improve whatever they're trying to improve. If it's a website, for example, the user experience and all things like this. And the type of test, there are different types. They also do have a video on the website that shows some more about that, but also you can see the type of types. So for example, unmoderated studies, so where you record your screen and your voice and you answer questions while you're doing that. No researcher is present. And then there's also these live conversations. So that means there is someone there actually having this one-on-one conversation with you. And then they also have short cards here into groups. So again, no researcher will be available, and tree tests, so you can read more about them here. So these are the different types of tests. So quite a few different ones, and quite interesting in my personal opinion to participate in something like this. But there are some things you need to also just be aware if you decide to join. So first, let's go over what will happen if you decide to join, how do you actually get started. Then we'll of course also talk about how you can get paid and how much you can earn. So if you decide to sign up, then you need to just click to get started on the website there. Then you will come here, you can sign up as a tester. And it is free to sign up, but just be aware that you will not just get access to the paid studies or test right away. When you come inside there, you will be asked to take a practice test, as they call it also. So you need to download a screen recorder and then follow this test here. It takes, around 10 minutes or so, and then it can take up to 7 days for them to look at it, because they need to improve it so they know that you can actually do what they are looking for you to do. So don't just try to skip this test or do it very superficially. You need to take it seriously if you want to get access to these tests here. It will take, as mentioned, 10-15 minutes or so, but before deciding whether it's worth it or not, let's of course talk about how much you can earn and how you can get paid. So before joining any online earning platform, it's of course important that you know you can get paid in a way that you actually like. So you can see here, they pay you via PayPal. So it will happen within 8 days after completing the study. So, getting paid via PayPal, that's fine. You can get paid in cash. Personally, I of course prefer when there's options. You can choose PayPal or, for example, bank transfer, because, that's just, I like having the choice. But anyways, you can get paid in cash, and within 8 days, I think that's also decent. It's of course could be faster, but in general on user testing platforms, it will take at least a week, because they need to verify everything and approve everything also. But let's now then also go over how much you can earn per test. So how much you can earn per test, of course, depends on the length of the test and also the type of test. But you can see some examples here. So these card sort tests there, $2 per these tree tests. We went over the type of tests earlier there. But you can also see for these different moderated interviews or unmoderated sessions there. The unmoderated are, of course, the most flexible, because you can kind of do it on your own time. The moderated ones, where you have to show up at a specific time, don't just not show up. If you book the time, make sure to show up, because if not, you will likely not get the chance again. And as you can see, they can actually pay quite well. You can see you can get up to $90 for a 90-minute moderated interview. Of course, it's fairly long, but still, no, you just have to sit there and have a conversation, give your feedback, and then you will get $90 for a 90-minute. That doesn't mean there's always these like long ones available, of course. So, you just need to be aware of that. But overall, they do pay quite decently for a user testing platform. So to sum it all up, I think PlaybookUX can be a nice and interesting way to earn a bit extra. Just be aware that there's no guarantee that you will get tests every week, even sometimes maybe not even every month. So that's why if you want to do user tests, I always recommend to join several platforms, because it can be a fun way and usually they pay quite well, but there are just limited options. So if you join more platforms, you get access to more options. So I do have a list of the best user testing platforms on my website. I'll leave a link to that below, so then you can go and find more. Also, if you want to look more into PlaybookUX and prefer reading, then I do have a written review of it also on my website. I'll leave links to that below so you can go and check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.